Dear chess friends, welcome at the Royal Chess Channel. My name is Manik. I am Grandmaster from Slovakia. I want to show you game between Firouzja and Praggnanandhaa. It's candidate tournament first round. It was Spanish. Black took on e4. It's open Spanish. What can white do now? White play d4 is the best move. Possible is Rook e1, but after knight c5. Now white threatening knight a6 and take the rook, queen on d8. But after bishop e7, this position is equal. So white played d4, black played b5. Also, it's the best move. Possible is e takes d4, but after rook e1, knight is hanging. d5, knight takes d4, bishop d6. Threatening bishop takes h2, king and queen h4. What can white do now? After king takes h2, this is perpetual check is draw, but now white have strong move king h1. And after queen h4, rook takes e4 check. For example, queen takes e4 is losing because knight c3. Queen is hanging, queen h4, knight e5 check. White is winning. But after d takes e4, queen d8 check. White is better. Okay, let's go back to the game. Black play b5, bishop b3, d5, d takes e5, pawn is hanging on d5, bishop b6. D takes e5 is best move. Possible is knight takes e5, but after knight takes e5, d takes e5, c6, c3. This position is equal. Okay, let's go back to the game. D takes e5, bishop e6, c3, bishop e7, bishop c2. Black play bishop g4. What can white do now? Position is very, very unclear. Pawn is hanging on e5. White play queen e1. Possible is a4, b4, h3, bishop h5. Also possible is bishop takes f3, queen takes f3. And this position is equal. Pawn is hanging on d5, but after knight c5, ending is equal. Okay, bishop g5, queen e1, knight c5, knight bd2, knight e6, strong move. After castle, white can play knight d4. Question is, what can black do? Because white want f4, f5, queen g3 and attack. Knight takes d4, c takes d4, knight e6. Also, this position is equal. Threatening knight c6. This position is equal. Okay, let's go back to the game. Black play knight e6, king h1, bishop h5, knight b3. Very interesting move because white will have double pawns, but two bishops. But position is very difficult. Okay, now white play logical move, rook g1, attack g7, and bishop takes c1, white play knight takes c1. Idea is knight d3 and f4. For example, rook takes c1, queen h4, queen e3, queen f4. Now I had problem with the e5 pawn. Knight d4 only move. And this position is equal. Pawn on e4, e3 is hanging, also pawn on b2, but white can play bishop take h7 and ending is equal. Okay, bishop takes c1, knight takes c1, queen h4, rook g4, queen is hanging, queen h5, knight d3, castle, queen e2, white won rook h1 and attack on g7 and f4, f5. What can black do? But black finds strong move f5. White took, he takes f6. For example, rook g2, knight e7 idea, knight g6, knight f4, or knight h4. This position is better for black. For example, not queen d2, rook a1, immediately knight g6, again threatening knight f4. Black is better. Okay, let's go back to the game. f5, it takes f6, rook takes f6, f4, rook h6, threatening mate, f3, only move, rook f8, white played queen f2. Possible was rook e1, knight e7 idea, knight f5, knight g3. This position should be equal. Okay, let's go back to the game. Queen f2. Black play rook f6. Possible rules was rook h f6, attack f4 pawn, but this position looks better, is better for white. Okay, what can I do after rook f6? I play rook e1. Also possible was a4. Queen f7, queen g3, rook h5. Strong idea, put another rook on h5 or an attack. Okay, white play a4, rook h6, rook e2. Now black play rook h3. Possible was b4, a5, rook h3. Queen is hanging, queen e1. B takes c3, b takes c3, rook takes f3. Knight c5. Knight takes c5 is a mistake because rook e8 and white is winning. But black can play knight f8 and is okay for black. Okay, let's go back to the game. Rook h3, white play queen e1, rook takes f3. Now white play knight c5. Possible was a takes b5 and then knight c5. Knight takes c5 is mistake because white is winning the queen and knight is hanging. So he's winning, but black can play knight f8 and this position is a little better for white, but not much. Okay, let's go back to the game. Knight c5. Black play queen h5. Now I play knight takes e6, queen takes g4, knight g5. Attacking. And attacking rook on f3 and threatening rook e8, but after queen h5, better was rook eg2 attacking g7. And after, what can black do? This is bad move because check and white is winning. But black has strong move knight e5. What can white do? For example, queen takes e5 is mistake because check and mate. In this position, f takes e5, queen f7, threatening rook f1. White is little better, but black has chance for draw. Okay, let's go back to the game. Knight takes e6, queen takes g4, knight g5, threatening rook e8, but black finds strong move, knight e5. And this position, rook takes e5 is draw. Also possible was knight e7. And again, perpetual check. King h1 is mistake because rook f1 and winning the queen and is winning position. So knight g5, knight e5 position is equal and game finished the draw. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will meet again. Bye.